She's in frame, Chef.
She's in frame. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a carnivore's throwdown ready to rock and roll right here on the Hunt Chef set. We even got some guacamole in the house tonight. Anyhow, we're ready to go. We're going to make two different kinds of moose jerky. We're going to make moose sliders. We're going to do torpedo sliders on a big old fresh bake. Man, there's nothing like fresh baked bread. That smell. Fresh baked sub rolls. We're going to do hand cut fries in something maybe you guys haven't seen in a while. If you're old like me, you might have come across it in the younger days. But tonight, we're going to make hand cut fries in rendered beef fat, aka tallow, courtesy of my right hand and my left hand, down at Stonehouse Butcher and Provisions, my home base where I spend so many these COVID-19 days, my butcher shop. But a lot of this fat comes off the brisket and of the beef, and we cook so much brisket for the barbecue. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Stonehouse Smokehouse, but my barbecue is busy. It's almost like Texas busy. I mean, it's like 6 hours, 40 people deep in the line, going. What'd you say, Mike? 8 hours?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Easily.
Anyhow, but a lot of great stuff going on. A lot of great stuff going right here. We got number one son in the house. How you doing, pal? Of course, he's working on a new Fortnite match, but
Ready to do Hunt Chef.
You're ready to do Hunt Chef. We got a fly. We're gonna kill that fly. We're not gonna eat what we kill when we kill the fly. We're just gonna dispose of the fly. But finally back again. He's looking a little golfish, which is, that's my guy. That's what he does. He does golf, right?
That's what I do, my man.
That's what he does.
Manage a golf course. It's golf season. Here we go again. Hey, thanks for having me. We got a little bit of, I see the most delicious venison ham I've ever had sitting over there.
We're going to take another taste. A cold cut taste.
I tasted that thing for 30 minutes after the last one, just so everybody knows. I just sat there with a knife as we were talking.
Oh, my.
Game planning. Hey, fall's right around the corner. Bucks are growing horns. I got some fresh trail cam pictures, some updates to share with you guys about that, and maybe a little project today.
I like it.
I'm excited.
We're going to get to the project.
Hey, if we don't, we'll do the next
one way or the other, we're getting to it. All right, if you can get back past the fort in the night. Hey, you got the Steeler shorts on. I like that. All right, so one of the things I want to share with everybody before we get started into the fresh stuff here tonight is just take one more look at this venison ham. So if you were here in the live, you saw us use a needle, make the brine, and pin this thing like a pin cushion and brine it, and then soaked it for 10 days. And then we smoked it last Friday. Friday?
Friday.
Friday. Today's Tuesday. The days all run together.
Yep.
And you can still smell the smoke on that shank bone.
Oh, wow.
Dude. But just have a look at that venison ham right there. So I told you guys, I'm working on these wild game ham brine kits that I want to have ready to go on the shelves for you guys around the world, coast to coast, and every day at huntchef.com, soon at mountaintopoutdoors.com. But so if my man David Pratt's out there, my humble apologies. I've used your knives so many times, I need to sharpen them. So tonight, I had another sharp knife in the kitchen. But Jay, I wanted you to try this ham as a cold cut.
I'm so excited. The smile that came to my face when he said that, if anybody could
try
see
that. And Mike,
cold cut venison ham.
So this is the brown sugar.
Oh, wow.
Wild game ham, brine, and I had a call with the seasoning company today, the folks that are packing this stuff for me. I told them I want it 15% sweeter. Mike, you want to get a close up of that right there?
I can't imagine 15% sweeter. I think that's going to be the nail on the head.
It's going to be the nail on the head.
Yeah.
And then I think we're also going to, Warren, you like this, buddy. Here, have a taste. Anyhow, we're also going to work on a spicy version next. And I have the bones of that together.
Okay.
Because the brine at the end of it, that is really good, isn't it?
Oh my.
Here, have one more piece.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you.
Mike, this is yours.
It's like chumming a shark
Thank you,
earlier.
chef.
Chumming is short. So anyhow, made the brine, injected the ham, soaked the ham for 10 days, and then rubbed it with Hunt Chef, Eat What You Kill, sweet and smoky barbecue rub, low down and dirty, baby.
I'm almost out. Just say, use it all the time.
You know where to get more.
I might know where to find some.
You can see the color that the sugar in that rub put on the outside of that ham. And so I just want to share with everybody one more time. And so you see all this shank up here. And there's a reason that I leave all this on for the same brine, for the same rub, for the same smoke. What you're going to do is just cut this ham off right here. You just slide your knife in, pop that knee joint right there, and you're going to take this whole thing, even if you have to crack this bone with a cleaver or
Yeah.
a device and a
Sawzall.
hammer, whatever it sawzall, whatever it takes,
Sawzall.
and you're going to put this in a batch of chili, and you're going to simmer it in there for flavor. I just saw my dog. There he is. Blue, get in here. There he is. You're going to simmer it in there for all that smoky, sweet, delicious flavor. And then all this meat on this shank right here is just going to be meltingly tender, and you're going to pull it off. You're going to throw the bones of the dog. You're going to eat the chili. You're going to eat the stew. And you're going to love life. That's how it's going to go down.
What we got here?
We got moose.
Daddy already loves life.
Fun fact.
You already love
Fun
life.
fact, real quick. Hunt Chef and I both shot our first moose
Oh my.
at the same place.
In the same place.
Same
And I'm so
wonderful
mad I don't
gentleman.
have that hat on right now. It's in my kitchen.
What's up, Dondo? If you're watching out there.
Talk to them. I'm going to change my hat.
Our buddy Dondo at Northern Tales Outfitters, he's up there right now. You know, COVID got all of us. COVID got the bear hunts for Don this spring. You guys are looking for an insane bear hunt. I was up there last spring, and between me and my buddy, we saw 30-some bears in 3 days. We shot 3 out of 4 booner bears with our bows and arrows. And Hunt Chef
Bows
went up
and
this
arrows.
fall and shot a giant moose. And I was up the fall before. And I shot my first moose as well. Was not as big. Man, it was delicious. And I never realized how much meat was on a moose. We were saying before we came on set today.
I mean,
It's insane. When you get a whole moose in front of you, my lord, a lot of meat.
so the I don't know what you want to call it, the update post that I put up this morning, letting everybody know that we'd be live here tonight with Moose,
Yep.
was me holding that hind quarter up.
And that's a great example.
Yeah.
Great point.
Giant.
Hunt Chef's a big dude, and that thing was every bit as big as him.
I mean, it was really big.
Yeah.
Jay, could you hand me like a medium-sized bowl out of there?
I can do it, sir.
So, one of the things I've been telling you guys, I'm working on a new line, new additions to the line of the Hunt Chef seasoning, and one of them is,
You're working on a lot.
I am working on a lot. Because, you know, I mean, Stonehouse, the butcher
Yeah.
shop, everything's rolling. We're ready in the butcher shop to ship coast to coast. shbutcher.com. So this is,
Oh, wow.
again, sweet bourbon marinade.
Very nice.
Sweet bourbon marinade. Sweet bourbon marinade. Wild game. Right here. So this is the first run at a wet brine that I've always done that is very bourbon focused. I like bourbon.
Me too.
I also like beer. I also like good beer. I also like good beer made in Pennsylvania. I also like good beer that's made in Pennsylvania and the United States of America. For what? Can you have another? He wants another bite of ham. Yes, you can have. Mike, there's yours, buddy.
Thanks, Chef.
Jay, you got yours.
Thanks, my man.
Tonight,
Excited.
helping us out here, keeping things lubricated.
Lubricated.
America's oldest brewery,
Cheers, Mike.
Yingling Traditional
Is out
Lager.
there. Oldest brewery in the state of Pennsylvania. The chef was
Oldest brewery in America.
America, just finishing up there.
Oh, that's tasty.
So we've got just a little bit of the marinade, and then Mike has his pre-measured, and this will all be on the directions on the pack. So we've got the marinade in there, the water, because everything. Uh-oh, Blue. Sounds like Blue's in trouble. And then we're just gonna stir. We're gonna stir until everything gets hydrated. So ideally, this is our first run at my, production partner's version of the bourbon brine that I've always done. And you can see it getting cloudier and cloudier, and that means everything's hydrating and getting more and more hydrated. So what we're gonna do is, anybody ever seen a moose flank steak before? I know Jay has. He's cut them out and brought them back to me.
That's right.
So this is a bull moose flank. There's obviously some missing here on the side, but you can always tell a flank steak from that real straight grain and this little bit of sinew and connective tissue right here from where it hangs on up inside the abdomen of the moose. So what we're gonna do is put that guy in there.
Those grains are very defined too. I mean,
They're very defined.
They stand out so much.
And so this is another really neat cut of that moose. So super defined grains of the meat. You can see how long and strong those run, nice and thin. We're gonna put both of these in here. And that cut actually comes from the inside of the rib cage. I can't remember exactly where because the butcher in Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada took that bull apart for me and packed it all up last October. But we're gonna let those guys soak. We're gonna flip them a couple more times. While
we think of next October.
While we think about next October. Amen. So we're gonna put that marinated moose steak right here, and that's gonna be one of the last things we cook tonight because we're gonna give them a real quick flash on both sides, get a really good hard sear.
Plus you're behind the camera.
And let them rest and give them a nice slice, and then eat them like that. So, next thing we need to do, we need to slide. We need to do like the not quite electric slide this way, Jay.
Okay.
Give me a shove.
That was like a 3-step.
It was like a 3-step. He's calling me out of my dance moves.
Yep. Early 90s, good time. Electric slide. It's electric. Just saying.
It's so electric. I was kind of asking if you would like slide this stuff for me, but
Well, I didn't know how far you wanted to go.
You're looking pretty right now. It's all that matters.
I was looking for a cutting board down here because I thought that's where you were
Actually,
going.
we're gonna
nice.
fire up the LEM grinder.
Do that.
Can you pull the plug out from underneath that guy? So we have some moose trim right here, different just chunks and pieces, just like anybody would to make ground venison, ground deer meat. So we're gonna take these guys, run them through the LEM grinder. There's room right here, Jay.
Gotcha, man. Oh yeah.
And then grab that big bowl. There you go. Blue light means go. So I just washed up again. I've been washing my hands today. I feel like a maniac.
You want to go on 3? You ready?
In just a minute. All right, Lauren, you want to help go through the grinder? Or you're just gonna play? Are you in a match right now?
Yeah.
He's in a match. Fortnite match. All right, fire that thing up, Jay.
Can I have that stuff with
The
that?
stomper.
Stomper.
Coming your way.
Gracias.
So I'm gonna keep loading them up, and we're gonna run this twice. We're gonna run it once, and we're gonna put 10 rings inside of the meat. There you go. Now we're rolling. Maybe I'll cut that one smaller.
Yeah. Definitely.
Get it in there, big boy. Really good. So, getting the moose meat through the grinder the first time. Feed the machine, right?
Feed the machine.
Feed the machine. Here we go. Mike and I worked every day with about a 5.5 horsepower grinder, so we just didn't have our minds right with how big the moose meat was. good. Shut her down. Okay. So, thanks for the noise break. Sorry about all that. I think we're going to only go with one grind.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and unplug us.
Gotcha.
Just set that guy down in the corner. So what I'm going to do right now is mix in a bunch of 10 ring, season this up, and while I'm doing that, how long do you need to do your project?
5 minutes.
Do it.
Okay, wash my hands real quick.
Do your wash your hands. So this is going to get sliced down for jerky here in just a couple minutes. But while we season up the burger, Jay's going to show you guys a really neat trick and something I needed to do a year ago when Warren got his first turkey.
Okay, ready? All right, guys, real quick. And once upon a time, I was a taxidermist. I had a taxidermy shop. It was called Double Lung Taxidermy. Thank you to all the people out there, and I'm sorry for never doing it again at the same time for some loyal people I had. Long story short, how to put your tail fan on the wall and make it last forever. So how do you do that? These are the two tail fans of the birds that I killed this year in 2 days. Got really lucky.
Yeah.
Notice the smile on my face because of the season I had.
That was awesome.
It was a lot of fun. Anyhow, there's a couple
wire.
of things you guys need to know out there about how to do this. Number one is in the back you'll have this nice little bunch of plume when you go to cut the tail off of the bird. Step number one, pull out your knife and cut it off. So I get 2 pieces of cardboard to start, about this big. It's all you need. Rip it off any box you get from Amazon. If your wife's like mine, you got plenty laying around your house. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Secondly, there
We're
is
laughing with you, believe me.
that's right. There's an oil gland out there that you guys need to look for while doing this. But first, you want to look for this little V-bone in here, and you can feel it. I'm going to cut it out real clear so you can see it.
The V-bone.
The V-bone. I'm sure there's a proper term. Here's how I would do it. Bang. So
He said bang, must be good.
it's good. You have to get this thing out to make your bird stay all the way fanned out, or it'll never stay. No matter how much pressure you get out there, or how much salt. I heard a goose in the back.
We got some geese flying.
Here it is. So there is the bone that controls the tail fan. It looks like that. See the V? Everybody see that out there at you got it, Mike?
I got you.
Mountaintop YouTube out there. There's this V, and you have to get that V out of every fan. So then, watch how easy it is to control now.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! There it is. So you want to pin this fan open evenly and make sure that you have each of them scraped down. How easy is it to scrape down? I'm just going to blade my knife like this. I'm looking for the oil gland. Here in a second on the other side, get all that fatty tissue off. So I got the back side. See how nice and clean that is there, Mike, on the back side. I'm down to the yellow fat. You got most of the meat off there. We're going to take care of that here in a second. There it is. Okay. So we're going to this side. And you can see this? You're going to end up with these. For sure, you're going to end up with these big ends, a pocket of meat. Get that. You got to get that meat out of there because you need that salt and that borax to break down on top of that.
Borax. Tell me about the borax.
I got a good borax story. You want to hear it?
I do.
So Chef and I were in Kentucky this year.
I knew it.
And if you want to keep your cape in the field as well, if it's 90 degrees or 85 degrees and you're at a hunting camp where you're like, man, I got to get that cape preserved right now because the hair is going to slip, buy yourself a box of borax at the dollar store. They have it at every
Definitely the
dollar
dollar store.
in America. The chef had some sort of allergic reaction while we were
It
there.
was bad.
It was real bad. I felt bad for the guy. And that's what good people, the people at Bluegrass Whitetail Outfitters are. There you go. Look at that. That's what you want to see on the front. See all that? You can see the actual end of the feather. There it is. It's in the yellow fat. Now I'm going to take one really simple tool. You can buy at every Walmart in America. a golf spike cleaner. Has that nice wire brush, or any wire brush at your local hardware. But these work really nice because they're little. Look how little that is. And it goes right in between the plume. Really easy. And you just scrape it down. Get a nice scrape on it. See how that's tearing all that yellow fat off there, Mike? Bite. Scrape it, scrape it, scrape it. Now you'll see that I have a little more on top.
That's more work than I've ever done on a turkey fan. Of course, I was never a taxidermist.
So I'm going to take that off because I just don't want it there. And if you want to leave them there and you want to do a double layer of borax, you can. There you go. There's how I would put it behind the kit. You can see that that is all. And we'll get feathers everywhere again. We did that here once. There you go. Look how pretty that is. So there is a beautiful fan how I want it. Prepped for borax and salt. Borax and salt. We'll do all. Chef, you approve? Are we good?
Oh my!
And notice how flimsy they are now, and that's why I mean that you can really put it how you want it.
Just a little long, skinny
Meaning,
fan.
don't sell yourself short when you pin it down. Make sure it's all the way spread. So now I'm going to go ahead and pin it down.
Yeah, but you
So I'm going to turn it over on the back. See that little bit of meat and yellow fat there left, Mike?
So what you're saying, Jay, is you probably don't want to do this in your dining room table.
I've done plenty in my dining room table out there. But more than likely, if you're married with kids like myself, and you don't want your old lady to yell at you all night, don't do it at your dining room table. I've done it. One of my favorite stories when I started dating my wife, when she knew what she was getting herself into, I'm going to throw this out there publicly real quick, was she went to the store, and before she left to the store, I said, man, that's a good-looking squirrel in the backyard. And when she came home, the squirrel was in the fridge. Yes, it was in season, because I had a hankering for squirrel. I grew up on squirrel.
Hankering.
I've talked about this before at my grandma's. And I made some wonderful squirrel.
Lay on top of it.
There you go, Mike.
Yeah, and then do another one.
So as you can see, I got most of the meat off there. 98%. I'm down to this nice little bit of yellow. And now we're going to pin it. What do we pin it with? Very simple. Local hardware again. Electrical staples are my favorite. Why? Because they sit up on top and they
Electrical
hold
staples.
the feathers down.
I like it.
So all I'll do is get it in the middle of my piece of cardboard. Dum, dum, dum. Got it nice and spread out. I'm applying pressure to the outer edge. Bang. Push down, push down. Yep. Push down, push down. Get them up here in the center. Get the center still. Push down, push down. You can hear it going into the cardboard.
You could do another one. With just one.
And da. We're done. Just like that. That's it.
But now we're gonna borax it, right?
Yeah, so as simple as that. I'm actually going to borrow a little bit of this salt over here that Chef's has. If you're in the field, salt or borax both work equally as well. Borax works, I take that back, borax works better, but salt will work as well. The problem with salt is it shrinks it up as much, way faster and as much as it can. Borax is more of a slower shrink as well, but they both clean them up. And that's all you need to do to be able to get your turkey on the wall this spring. You can do it the same day you kill it. A lot of fun.
Daddy, no, you need to put it.
Yeah. Okay, so while Dave was showing you guys how a taxidermist goes at a wild turkey fan, we started some sauteed onions for our moose burgers. So, you know, this moose burger, we're gonna do a kind of submarine style on a big hoagie bun. So that's why we got these big, laid out flat, oblong pieces. Warren, just push it flat. Make it look like that. Do it again. Push it skinnier. You gotta do it, man. Dad has his gloves off. That's all you know.
I was gonna say put it.
Oh, you, bro.
Put it in what? Yeah, but you gotta push it skinnier and longer. Come on, you can do this.
It's the same size.
Work with me.
It's the same size.
And we're absolutely gonna save this for meatballs, more burgers, or something else. Moose delicious coming up, but it's not gonna fit in the pan tonight. So we're gonna set it over here to the side of the set. Fine. Okay, you did really good. Awesome job. Let Dad finish it. I'll wash my hands as soon as I'm done. Okay, we got one more. You know, I was just gonna do two, but we might have to do double deckers, Mike. Those are big old buns.
Oh,
Think anybody would mind?
No.
Think anybody would mind a double-decker submarine moose burger? I know I won't. All right, last one in there. Got that little bit of silver skin. I'm gonna pull that out of the meat. Get rid of that. Dad's gonna wash his hands. Warren, take those gloves off and throw them away.
When am I gonna need them again?
There you go,
You're
Mike.
not, because they have moose meat all over.
Thank you.
Raw moose
Here's
meat.
what it should look like, guys. All done. Ready to go on the wall. And we're actually going to leave this here at the set. And I guarantee
Oh, nice.
you, in a couple of weeks, these will be beautiful. We can put them up here somewhere until it's time for fall for Chef and I to go out and kill birds. But this is it. That's all you have to do. And I'll even grab a board here next week and show you guys how to put it on the board.
Oh,
Hurry
wow.
up, knock the other one out. Thanks for watching. Check in next week with that one.
Check it in. So we got our mushrooms now in with the onions. We're gonna give them a little bit of 10 ring. Yes, 10 ring is the wild game speed beef rub that is taking the outdoor eat what you kill world by storm. And it is also kind of well, it's not kind of, it is absolutely an all-around go-to seasoning and grill rub for anything, domestic or otherwise. And we just hit it again, so we have it inside the moose meat, outside the moose meat, on the onions and the mushrooms, because we're gonna make some bang up submarine moose burgers. What do you think, Warren? Sound like a winner? Okay, we're also gonna have some Stonehouse guacamole. We're gonna take some Stonehouse steak sauce. So this is something I worked on for years and years and years, and at Stonehouse, I perfected my steak sauce. And then obviously now I'm bottling it, you can find it at shbutcher.com. But it is obviously a finished condiment meant for steak, but also give it a shake. And then you can mix it with something like some really awesome boar's head mayonnaise, and it is going to be transformed then even more into an amazing accompaniment for one of these moose burgers. Now, moose, venison, antelope, elk, all incredibly lean. So some folks like it that way, and they just want lean, 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 and that's fine. I'm not always all about lean, lean, lean. What? Okay, go tell her. So for this, we're gonna jazz it up with the guacamole. The steak sauce would be great, you know, in keeping it that lean mindset and palate feel. But we're gonna pair that up with some of the mayo, and we're also gonna melt on some crumbled blue cheese. Smells like feet and deliciousness. Jay is going to town over here on this turkey fan.
Well, I wanted to show them the V-bone.
Yeah, I love it. It's awesome.
I did a bad job on the other one of showing you guys
Bad job.
what a perfect V-bone looks like. That
Looks
runs the
pretty good to
tail
me,
feather.
man.
This is it. So there's exactly what it looks like. That controls the tail feather. That's what you want to get out of there. The oil gland is out here in front. I already have it off as well. And you want to make sure you get that out of your bird. See how nice they come out? Right along the feather line there, Mike. That makes it easier, I think. And I'm just going to go ahead.
Jay, we have a taxidermy question.
Perfect, go ahead.
Robert would like to know, he says, I have a deer cape that's been frozen for almost 2 years. Can I still get a shoulder mount?
Robert, it depends on how you froze it. So it's a lot like meat, Jeff, if you will.
Yeah.
It's how you prepare the cape after the take of the harvest. And I've talked to Chef about this, or just us being buddies. As
Yeah.
long as you properly care for the cape right after the kill, you're good to go. What do I mean by that? I mean, you know what, Robert, thank you very much. You just thought of the next how-to video I'm going to do this fall in the
Sweet.
field.
Way to go, Robert.
Check out Mountaintop Outdoors. I will dress the deer down, roll the cape over the head, and I'll properly roll the head inside the cape so it stays from getting freezer burnt. And then with that, I double bag it. So number one, don't let a hot cape sweat in a bag. Let it get some nice air dried that night in camp. Normally I do. Then the next morning I get up, it's kind of chilled. I roll it up and then I stick it in a bag. I pull it airtight and I stick it in another bag. I actually talked to my buddy Shiloh at Holy Pursuit Outfitters, the big 8 I shot in Illinois this year. He's bringing the cape back with him here in a couple of weeks, and I'm sure it's fine. It's been there since the day I killed morning after I killed my buck, and it should be fine, Robert, as long as it's properly taken care of. Best of luck to you out there with that. All I got for you is use a good reputable taxidermist.
And he's not even going to charge you for that information. All right, so here, put that up here. Stand up. Stand up. Get the whisk. So, Stonehouse steak sauce. Nah, that's probably enough for this. And then Boar's Head real mayonnaise. All right, buddy. What I want you to do, stop it. Hold it with this hand. It starts slow. Don't slop it out of there. We're sizzling over here, Mike.
I saw that, Chef.
We got some moose burgers rocking it out.
Smelling good.
We're gonna give these last two a flip here. Now you can do this with venison, antelope, elk, beef, lamb, pork sausage, whatever you're working with. Just don't forget the 10 ring on both sides, let alone inside. Oh yeah, those are gonna be good. And I think those two need to come out.
Warren, does it smell good?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think he wants to say something else.
Is it done?
All right, well, whatever you do, especially working light.
Is it done?
No, you got white chunks in there. So especially this wild game, this moose, venison, whatever you do not cook it dead. Well done. Get it out of there just when it's medium or medium well. And then we got some oil in the pan. You need that fat to get a good sear on this stuff. So we're working those last two around. And we're gonna try and get some blue cheese laid down on these two and ready for the other ones to go on top. So they can start to melt while it's on. This guy, from the heat coming off of it,
Daddy.
what? That looks great, buddy. Good job. All right, you're done.
Here, what is it?
All right, start your mash.
What about that?
Put that, shake it again and put it in the sink. So as soon as these two are seared, here in just a moment, they're gonna go right down on top of these two moose burgers. And, okay, that's good. We're gonna lose the rest of this blue cheese back here. You can add more, you can add less. You can use provolone, Swiss, Munster, smoked cheddar, whatever you like. It's your burger, it's your game, it's your harvest.
Daddy, I'm so
Yes. How do you spell chef?
I
Well,
thought it was an F.
you thought wrong. Now we got this a hot side of this patty going right down on that one. Now you can see these are probably not individual serving burgers. These are feed a crew, make a big deal out on the grill on the deck, get the family, get the friends, hunting camp buddies involved. But load these guys up and make them big, and we're gonna build them out and make them on this whole entire roll right here. Jay's getting all fanned out over here. I love it.
I'm fanned out, baby.
Fanned out, baby.
We're done with this one as
Tagged
well.
out, fanned out.
Tagged out, fanned out. Pennsylvania turkey season 2020. It's been fun.
All right, so
Actually,
Jay,
it wasn't fun.
I'm going to quickly cut some fries,
Okay, and I'm gonna put them in there.
and you're going to put them in there.
Perfect.
So we just want to be careful because that's hot. So I mentioned earlier that this isn't your regular, normal frying scenario. So that deep fryer is full of rendered beef tallow that came from the butcher shop, Stonehouse Butcher Provisions. Ribeye, tenderloin, New York strip, but mostly brisket. Sirloin a little bit. Rinse your hands, get in there. And so we're gonna just fine cut, shoestring cut some of these fresh, beautiful Idaho potatoes. And then we're gonna get them in the deep fryer to get good and crispy while we build this burger out.
So I have a question.
Shoot.
Is tallow like a different grade of beef fat because it's good beef fat, or what?
No, so tallow is the beef version of pork lard.
Oh.
or schmaltz, which is rendered chicken fat, or I don't know if there's another name for rendered duck fat. I think that's it. I'm gonna grab the little gray plate right there, and you can use that to move the fries. I like mine skin on. These guys were rinsed earlier.
I like them skin on too.
And you can use a fry cutter. I actually have a beautiful LEM fry cutter over there, but I knew we were only going to get just a little bit done here tonight. How are we doing on time, folks?
We're good, Chef.
Are we way good?
We
Or
got
just good?
22 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we got
So-
both birds done.
Yeah, I told you we were getting to
It's a good call on your part.
the turkey fan,
Yeah.
one way or the other.
So we got a couple things out there real quick while Chef's dicing and slicing up these fries without
Yeah.
cutting his hands again. My man's amazing at that. Number one, we would both take it as a personal favor to go subscribe to the Mountaintop Outdoors Hunt Chef YouTube channel. We are under the window to where we get enough subscribers faster. It helps us. We appreciate that. Number two, make sure that you look out for our Maglite Giveaway. Every month we'll be doing a giveaway with Maglite since 1955, I believe it is. They've been 1979. They've been invented in 1955. They've been putting out the best flashlight in the industry. Really nice, professional, quality, good case on here, as well as
I mean, Maglite's the deal.
Yep. And you still got the family business, which is important to us.
How about it? American owned.
American owned, Ontario, California. If I'm in the whitetail woods in the fall, you will never catch me with a regular headlight. Ask anybody that's ever hunted with me in the last 5 years, you will always catch me with a red or a green light. Some of the biggest outfitters in the country. I know when you come into camp, they ask you, do you have a green or a red light? And they give you one to use while you're there. It's that important in the whitetail woods for high pressure, big whitetails, old whitetails in the fall that we're trying to take.
That's the ones.
Which is looking good.
Fingers crossed.
So I will also say that it's that time of year. Are we ready?
Yep, so take that big lid off. Let's set that basket up here. All right, dump that in there. Put it in.
And hopefully it's a Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. So let me give that a little stir right there. So rendered beef fat, aka beef tallow. When I was a kid growing up in Armstrong County, Pennsylvania, and I'm sure I got one or two Armstrong County peeps out there right now.
I saw Brad in here earlier, Chef.
He's not old enough to remember though. Anyhow, not a slight. I'm just saying. There was a restaurant called Jardine's, and they had great fried seafood, but they had rendered beef fat in their fryers that they made their French fries with. And I've chased it, and I've chased it, and I've chased that flavor.
I'm excited. I've never had.
I found it.
I've never had.
I've found it.
I'm so excited.
So
I can
it's
tell
gonna
he's
be-
excited, so I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
Fat kid.
I'm very, very excited.
Yeah.
So we have 2 extra potatoes. We're gonna lose those guys back here. Jay, can I ask you to do me
Sir,
a solid?
I
So
can do it.
again, my apologies to my main man David Pratt, but I need to sharpen his knives. So all this is gonna be jerky. We're gonna get to this in a
Okay.
little bit. But for right now, any of this moose meat,
Yep.
just slice it
Gotcha.
like jerky thick across the grain.
Gotcha.
Cool?
Jerky thick
Jerky
across the
thick.
grain.
Morning, you killing right now? He's killing right now.
I will say as well, out of my moose, I made lots of jerky. Chef and I actually sat
Lots,
at
lots
the
of
Stone
jerky.
House one night, catching up, and ate lots of it.
I don't feel like I got enough of it.
You did.
Kidding, I'm kidding. It's all good.
I didn't realize it was that good till towards the end of the yield. Like I didn't know it was that good,
Mhm.
and then I was like, man, I should have made jerky out of a lot more of that.
So I'm splitting these fresh baked sub rolls. Here we do one.
Oh, I know something we got to talk about.
Shoot.
So, if you guys haven't noticed, about every week, Chef and I are very passionate about helping people in need, and people that do that are friends of ours. Holy Pursuit Dream Foundation, and I noticed on their website this week they had this is the last week to buy their tickets.
I'm buying more than.
I think there were only X amount left, and it is a heck of a deal. I also read into it a little more. I apologize. It is not just for a mule deer. You get to pick a species. You can kill an elk
In Wyoming.
in Wyoming. Governor's tag. This tag over the counter for a mule deer is like 25 grand.
What?
All day. So,
Well, hats off to the governor of Wyoming for putting up a tag like that.
I was just thinking something like that myself. I was like, man,
Wow.
that's really, really nice of them.
So we've got this mix right here. The Stonehouse steak sauce, a little bit of Boar's Head mayonnaise, going down on the bottom of the bun. Gonna lose that. We've got both the all 4 moose patties, that blue cheese melting in between. We've got the guacamole. We're gonna put that on the top of the bun. Guacamole. So made fresh again at the Stonehouse. I was fortunate enough to score a little. Jay, you did an amazing job right there.
Yeah, scraped your blade.
No, it's all good. I need to sharpen them all. So a little bit of guac on the top of both.
Mike, I thought I was going to
buns.
touch that sweet knife. Wrong!
Well, that knife right you have in your hand right there, that was tough. I mean, a much earlier version of that, like 25 years younger version of that is what I made a living with for a long time in the outdoor business. No, in the culinary business.
That's the one we're
Imagine
trying
that.
now. Yeah.
That's what we're kind of working towards now. So,
We appreciate your support out there.
how about it? Whether we're dyslexic or not, we mean the best.
Yep. We're out here to help.
So, moose, burger, double down,
Oh, wow, does that look
Burger.
good? I just looked over.
double down. And they're not quite as long as the buns, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not freaking out.
Mike, let me know when you get this jerky on the smoker this week. I'll be down.
Okay.
Ooh, Warren,
Yeah.
kill that guy!
He did.
All right, he did.
He did.
I want to peek at those fries.
Yes, sir.
Watch.
Wow.
Hey, that's gonna be
Yeah,
hot.
that's a good idea.
Hey, that's gonna be hot. It's 350 degrees. So I knew that was gonna be a lot of potatoes for the first run in here. So can you smell the beef
Oh,
fat?
I mean,
Can you
it's,
smell it? It is such a different,
Smell
such an
it.
awesome flavor
it is.
that I knew they just needed a stir, and we probably overloaded the basket a little bit. So I wanted to give them a stir around and show Jay that that handle was hot.
Hey, you did. Showed me.
I showed him. And don't forget over here, we've got sauteed mushrooms and onions coming in on the tops of these delicious moose burgers. These loaded up submarine style moose burgers. Didn't you call them submarine style, Mike?
Torpedoes.
Torpedoes!
Mike's allowed to call.
Torpedoes away! And you can hear my tongs on the bottom of my pan, but I'm trying mightily not to scratch it. Torpedoes. Can you tell Mike was in the Marine Corps and might have spent a little time on a Navy vessel?
Thanks for your service, Mike. Thank you, sir. I'm sure everybody out there. Hey, you guys want to win a sweet shirt from Mountaintop Outdoors over the next couple days? I think people like that.
Ooh,
Huh?
you wanted to show my new hoodie.
Well, my hands are dirty, but I will in here in a
Oh,
second.
you'll have a second. We down to like 4 minutes, Mike?
We have like 14.
Oh wow, we're golden. Okay. So,
Guess the score of the A-point I shot this fall, and we're gonna give away a shirt if you guess the score over the next couple of weeks.
which 8 point? You shot like 6.
Shot 5 big bucks this year. It was a good year, and this 8-point was the one that we cared about the most because it was shot right here in Greene County, Pennsylvania. I actually
And-
texted Chef first and said, "So excited! Just shot my target."
Mike. Get right here. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Satisfying.
Oh, so satisfying. Look at that. Gonna be tasty. Cheating on the mushroom onion there. Okay. So that 8 point you were referencing, dude, you got it all done.
Ta-da!
All right, now if you want to be really awesome,
I'm ready.
I'll take the knife.
Grab the hot handle again.
Don't do that. I'll take the knife. Pick 2 bowls.
Okay.
Separate that as evenly as you think.
Okay.
Just those ones up there.
Gotcha.
As evenly as you think. And yeah, the 2 biggest ones, whatever's in there. And then we're gonna mix up some soon to be Gen 1 Hunt Chef jerky seasoning.
I'm a good taste tester, just saying.
I hear you. So that's what these guys are going to do here in just a couple minutes. And what I want to do right now is we're going Bonds Creek all the way on this one though.
Rinse the hands.
Rinse the hands. So we've got these two big old torpedo moose burgers loaded up to the gills. And we're going to make,
Hey, chef.
yo,
Oh,
never mind, okay. Did I mess something up?
No.
Okay. Make these guys. Here, you want to look inside? And the Burger Angel sang right there. So you can see, obviously, Bonds Creek not dull, just not top of the game because I've been wearing them out up in here in the Hunt Chef set. And look at these buns, they're standing up. I love it. Coming in.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think these are going to be bad. Rory, you going to try these? She says yes.
That was a shot.
Dez, you going to try these?
There's no shot at
No shy. And, alright, so Jay,
it. Sir.
we're going to need something.
We didn't check the fries?
Yeah, don't burn yourself.
I'm looking for your cones.
Well, we're going to need some.
There you go. Done.
There you go. We're going to need something to shake some feather duster on top of those guys over. Probably one of those trays down by there.
Fries are really close.
Really close.
Feather dust, you
Ooh. Ooh. This one goes right here.
Jay.
Sir. Fine.
There. No, that's real damn. Feather duster, baby.
Ta-da.
And we're just going to leave these two set right here in all their messy glory.
Ready?
And, alright, pull that lid. Let's see. Whoa. They're so ready. We're giving them the nervous shake.
The Hunt Chef shake.
We're going to give them the... This is going to take me back to my Long John Silver days. Going to give it the flip. And the flip.
Kenny Chesney sang a song like it called Take Me Back.
Did
In like 2003, I think.
Alright, coming out on the plate.
Oh.
If you guys
Can you
could
hear 'em?
smell these french fries,
Can you hear him?
holy macaroni. That's 350 degrees. But look how beautiful and skinny and perfect those are. And can I tell you that they're so hot on my thumb and forefinger right now. We're going to lose this. Thank God you didn't stand up for it. Jay, pull that plug in that fryer just so we're done there. I'm telling you right now, feather duster, amazing on all wild game, fowl, waterfowl, turkey, grouse, partridge, chucker, but also just about everything else in between. And I'm going to mix this up, Jay. Give me another healthy shake on top.
That's your brother.
Yeah, that's it. So, feather duster, beef tallow fries, courtesy of Stonehouse Butcher and Provisions. We have a jumper.
I was going to catch it.
We had a jumper. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but
You should smell a vision right
that
now.
looks like dinner to me.
Mm.
Coming up soon. How's that look on camera?
Beef fat. I'm excited.
Good, try it. Let me know what you say.
Oh my. I'm a huge, and my wife is too, huge duck fat fan fries. Beef fat's better. Tallow's better.
There's so much more flavor to it, honestly, than duck fat.
Oh.
And it's just like savory. Savory. Say it with me. Savory. So there's that. So what we're going to do off camera and what you will see on Friday are two different versions of moose jerky. So this is my Hunt Chef Country Jalapeno. It's going to be right here. And this is the Hunt Chef Hickory Black Pepper that you see right here. So once we wrap up, We're gonna mix these guys up. We've got, and the neat thing about it is too, I want to mention, with these kits, when they come to market for you guys, they're gonna come with cure salt, so it's optional for you. If you're not into nitrites, you can skip it. But I highly recommend it. It's better for preservation, and it gives it a great color and helps retain moisture. So if you like really dry jerky, don't use it. If you like moist, tasty, tender jerky, use it.
But that's courteous
Flavorful.
because of people on blood pressure medicine or anything like that. Just can't have it.
Yeah, so there's I want to give people options.
Yeah.
I want to help people better prepare what they harvest, and
Better prepare.
while doing that, so these are the first two runs: the Hunt Chef Country Jalapeno, and then the Black
That's
Pepper
gonna be my
Hickory.
jam, bro. I can smell it.
We're going to see how these come out of the LEM smoker and then dehydrator on Friday at the next live. We'll do a little taste test like we did with the venison ham earlier.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get these seasonings right from what I have done by hand for all these years to where we can package it, put it on a shelf, and send it to you. Oh my gosh. Mike just said, you didn't cook the flank steaks yet. I didn't. So, do we have time? What time is it?
Yeah, 6 minutes, Jeff.
6 minutes.
Whoa.
We're going to get a hot pan.
Let me get it in here, buddy.
So we've got that sweet Kentucky bourbon marinade going on, and we just cranked the heat up all the way. We're gonna get it blistering. Come on, did you try a French fry?
You did.
You try that one. You give us a thumbs up or what? Yeah?
It tastes kind of salty.
Kind of. Well, you got a really skinny one with a lot of seasoning on it. Does it taste good though? Okay, good. Anyhow, you know how fries go. You get a salty one, you get one that didn't get seasoning, and those are all cut really thin.
America's favorite fries have nothing on these fries.
Nothing. So we're gonna add some salad oil to the pan right here, some soybean oil, and I just want you guys to see again the grain, how hard it runs, you know, in these pieces of meat. And what hopefully we're gonna show you here in just a short amount of time, once these are done. Is there another pie plate down there, Jay? I want to get these guys seasoned up before we go in. Awesome, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that one, and then the flank. So sweet Kentucky bourbon marinade, 10 ring, all over it. And we could do, for sure, some low down and dirty, but
So how long was it in the brine?
well, not near long enough. It was in this marinade for, well, almost an hour, 45 minutes.
There you go.
Typically, we want to let this sit overnight, but I want to give it a shot, and we wanted to try to get as much action jammed in here tonight as we can.
We did a ton here tonight.
Jay, I feel like you should try one of these burgers and give us your thoughts.
Oh, I'd love to.
Get in there.
All right. So I'm going to take the one that is going to at least affect our pictures, so that's what I'm looking for here.
Ooh,
Girls behind the
take one of
cameras.
these.
Perfect. This is where we're going.
We're going to get this thing smoking hot.
All right.
Just see, jam sear
So
both
I want to
sides.
thank you, number one.
You might have to unhinge.
It's going to be the best burger I ever had. Oh my.
Yeah? No, don't
The
tell
blue-
stories for the camera.
The blue cheese and the onions,
There's a little bit of avocado there.
and I was just going to go with the bread and the avocado that almost matches up itself. Oh my. And I would never think to put blue cheese, onions, and avocado on the same burger.
Come on. With mousse.
With mousse, forget about it.
All right,
Wow.
so we're going to try and clean this spot up. Hey, Warren, go get me some paper towels.
Paper towel. Where's
Yeah.
where's
All right, I feel like we're hot enough. You ready? Oh, yeah. We're on super straight up sizzle mode right now. 10 ring on the backside. I had a Jack. Was that you that saw, or it might have been somebody else on the page? I got some really awesome comments and pictures today on the Hunt Chef page as a direct message to folks that just christened their new,
I did see it.
their brand new home kitchen with some Hunt Chef SOP, as we love to call it, straight out of Pontchartrain. And what did they cook? I don't remember. It looks so good though.
I didn't really read through it. I just thought
It
that
was
was pretty
fish.
cool because we love hearing feedback from people.
Man,
If you guys have any feedback for us out there, don't feel free to reach out on our social outlets, huntchef.com, Mountaintop Outdoors. We appreciate the feedback. Anything you want to see. I know here on Friday I'll be talking food plots a little bit.
well, I know everybody's ready. If you don't have your,
But the most important thing this time of year, I checked trail cameras today, and I'll put them up on the screen here behind us on Friday, promise you.
nice.
I have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old on trail camera bucks that I knew were in this area, as well as on social media. I started a fresh mineral site. If you saw today, I posted it, and I'm going to give everybody a weekly look on our story on Instagram and Facebook to show them how bad they're tearing up the Twisted Oaks mineral. Get your Twisted Oaks out there. Check them out online, twistedoaks.com. Great people from West Vigo, Virginia. And man, does it work.
And I'm not actually surprised, but I mean, they're pounding the Twisted Oaks. Pounding it. Working it.
I have a stump that was probably 3.5 feet high. It's about this big and round, and over the 2 years, they dug the roots out of the ground, flipped the stump over, and that's my best mineral site.
Wow.
So I thought I'd start a new one just to show you guys how well it works.
I like it.
Application's everything though. Make sure you get it on a nice rotted stump.
Yeah.
They love rotted stumps with that loose dirt around it so they can eat the loose dirt mixed with the minerals. That's key to any mineral site. I feel like, I don't know, that's my opinion.
Well, that backs up everything that I've ever heard, learned, and seen.
Ridge tops too.
What?
All my mineral sites are on ridge tops.
Ridge top.
Yeah.
Anywhere near water?
South facing slope, ridge tops, in between big trails in the summer. If you know where your buck pockets are compared to your doe pockets, have them in each. So that's where your best summer trail cam pictures will come. Jack will tell you, I've been sending trail cam pictures now for 6 years. I get dynamite trail cam pictures. I stay on my deer all year because I know where they live.
All right. So we're going to try this flank, this moose flank. Nice and rare, straight out of the pan. And we're definitely going to get a little bit of Davy Pratt in the house to try it. Normally, I would maybe even cook this just a little bit more and certainly let it rest before we carve into it. But we're running out of time. I'm going to give these guys a taste test for the cameras here. Oh my.
Oh wow.
Now this is the skinny end, you know. We've got all that waiting for us. What was I even thinking? This knife isn't anywhere even near dull. Would have sliced through that lean moose right there.
I have a present for you too.
Present. Jeremiah's got a present. Well, here, I got a present for you.
I'm excited. Your presents are always better. They taste better. Oh, thank you so much, sir. So I have moose flank steak here. I never knew where a flank steak came from until I met this guy.
With the sweet bourbon marinade and the ten ring.
Oh wow, Mike.
Hey, can I taste?
Here. Hang on, bud. You know when the 8-year-old is clamoring back there, asking for a piece.
He knows what's up.
Now here, go cut your finger. What do you think, pal?
Good.
It's good. As he wipes his fingers on his shorts. Anyhow,
You all have kids, you understand.
you so do. We're gonna throw down and eat right here in just a couple minutes on the Hunt Chef set. Jane, anything close? Oh wait, what's the gift here?
I got a present for you, sir. One of the new Mountaintop summer hoodies.
Ooh, summer hoodie.
Check out the material. Nice and lightweight on your bike. You're a biker guy.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Hunt, fish, cook.
You guys can check these out on mountaintopoutdoors.com. Possibly even find a link here in the next couple of weeks on huntchef.com.
Heck yeah. We're gonna put these suckers up in
Bam.
the morning. Look at that. Got the center logo, left chest.
Get out and shoot, baby.
Summer hoodie. Get out and
Summer
shoot.
summer
Thanks
hoodie.
for being here
Yeah,
tonight.
absolutely.
Warren, good
Thanks for
job,
having
pal. Love you. Thanks so much for being here tonight, everybody. We have tried to throw down as much wild game deliciousness and outdoor how-to in 1 hour as possible. I feel like we probably exceeded at this point by a few minutes.
So good.
You know, Dad's been working on it a long time.
We did a lot tonight.
We did.
We got a lot done.
Anyhow, and lots more to come. Stay tuned, Hunt Chef Nation. Remember,
We'll see you Friday.
8:30 p.m. Eastern
8:30,
Standard
see you
Time, right
Friday
back
out there.
here.
Yeah.
And remember, until then, and always, always eat what you kill right there.
Somebody press end on that phone for me, please.
Wow. Night, everybody.
Good night out there, YouTube.